Oh, man. So, listen, I've been talking smack about Amazon FBA resellers because, well, to be frankly, these fucking resellers deserve it. The business deserves it, Amazon deserves it, and these fucking resellers deserve it, okay? One reseller, I came across this video a couple of days when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to schedule the show and structure it the way I want to like structure it, right? Like different videos. And I was debating if I even wanted to give this person a platform because number one, I don't really know him, but the title says I'm quitting Amazon. So I said, okay, let me put it in the queue and let's see what he has to say. I've heard this guy's name before from other Amazon resellers, and I'll show you in a second. But it got me thinking, if this was a name I kept hearing by other resellers, you've seen what's going on in the reseller world, right? You've seen the people that are what do you call it? They're just getting their ass handed to them, right? Tell me if you've ever heard this name before. Corey Ganham. I feel like I've heard that name quite a bit. And I'm not sure if I've heard it from people like Roma the Roamer or if I've heard it from Amazon Lit or Watch Me Amazon. I don't know where I've heard this guy's name, but I've heard his name from somewhere. Okay. And I came across this video and I said, And I think I heard about his name when I was at a conference or something like that. I think I might have heard, but anyways, the title got me thinking. I got to watch this fucking video. So this is Corey Ganham. I'm quitting Amazon. Now, is it clickbait? I guess we'll find out.
After 8 years and 5 months of selling on Amazon, I have made the decision to draw my Amazon selling career to a close.
Well, that's the answer. Next video. Just joking.
Wake up! Now, in this video, I'm going to break down everything that went into making this decision. I'm going to show you why I made this decision. I'm going to show you my lifetime profit and loss. So every dime I've made selling on Amazon over the last 8 years, I'm going to show you my legit P&L. And I'm going to talk about what's next for me, for my communities, for my business, and everything that I'm doing next. Now, I want to preface this conversation by saying I am not one of those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business.
Ooh, that was a backhander right there, bro. That was a backhander right there, bro.
And still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But
ooh, I like this video already. Let's just go back real quick.
Those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business and still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But I'm not one of them. It doesn't.
Oh shit. He says, I'm not one of, can we just run it back one more time? He said, I'm not one of those clowns or guys that go bankrupt or quit a business and still sell a course. Ouch. God damn. Damn.
Next. Now, I want to preface this conversation by saying I am not one of those guys that goes bankrupt or that quits a business and still tries to sell courses and coaching on that business. There's plenty of clowns who do that, right? But I'm not one of them. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't think it's right. So I didn't go bankrupt, right? I'm going to show you my profit here. I simply made the decision to focus on other ventures, and I'm going to tell you exactly why.
I like this guy already. I don't even know him. We'll see if I like him throughout the rest of his video.
Now, I'm going to share my screen here and show you guys my lifetime P&L and break down every dime I've made to show you just how much money I've made in this business. So over the last 81 months, this is my profit and loss to date. So I've sold over $16,479,000
It's a healthy number.
worth of brand name products on Amazon. This is my actual P&L for my Amazon business. Lifetime net profit of $442,000. Now, that's not my true net profit.
I was going to say, hold on. Okay, I'll hold my tongue then. Hold on.
We're going to pull up a calculator here. That's just the profit made from sales. Now, I paid myself a salary every year up to this point, so we've got to add that back. So if you add back salaries and wages of $385,000, which is all profit that went to me, because I'm the only W-2 employee we've ever had in this business, you're talking 385, 727 plus the net profit of 422,093 to give us 807, 820, which is my true lifetime net.
So think of that. Think of that. Over $16 million of product over 8 years. And he's taken, now we're looking at this at face value, right? $807,820 from over 16 million over the course of 8 years. I don't know. Does that seem worth it? I don't know.
Profit plus all of the credit card cash back I've gotten over the last 6 years of just doing wholesale. Now, that's averaged about 20 to 25K per year. Let's just say 20K to make it conservative. You're talking an additional 120,000 in credit card cash back for a total lifetime net profit of just under $1 million, $927,820. And if we divide that by our lifetime sales of 16,479, 343, we're looking at a lifetime net margin of 5.6%, right?
Oh, man. The margin is 5.6%. But that's wholesale, right? He said he was doing wholesale. That ain't no retail arbitrage. That's wholesale. I don't know. That's kind of a shit margin. It's kind of a shit margin.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like it. And if you really like my channel, please subscribe by pressing the subscribe button. If you don't know where the subscribe button is, get the fuck out of my face.
Some people might think that's low.
Yes, it is.
At the end of the day, this is a high volume business. It's not a high margin business. I'll be the first to tell you that.
Well, it depends on what products you make. It depends on what product. I mean, it's because you're doing wholesale. That's why. Yeah.
But the point in me showing you this is I've made my money doing this business, right? I made a lot of money doing this business. And it really got to the point where I had to make the decision of, am I going to take the money that I made selling on Amazon and keep reinvesting it back into Amazon? Or
ooh, I like where he's going with this. Because this is what I've been preaching. Hopefully he ends it with a touchdown.
And it really got to the point where I had to make the decision of, am I going to take the money that I made selling on Amazon and keep reinvesting it back into Amazon? Or could I take that money and invest it in other things that I'm interested in, like real estate, like certain things in the AI world? And I've simply chosen to take the money that I made and invest it in other ventures and really close this 8-year chapter of my life. Now,
Let's go! Wake up!
Another one.
We the best. Double up. I don't like Walmart very much.
He gets the melody.
not because it's not a good business model, there's still a ton of money to be made selling on Amazon. And really, I could scale to the next level if I wanted to. I know exactly what it takes to do that. One, I would probably have to shift to being more agency focused, providing more value added services to brands, which would require me to spend tens, if not hundreds of hours learning the marketing side of Amazon. Because up to this point, I've always partnered with others who are experts in that domain to handle those deals when they come across. But in order to really scale to the next level, I would have to learn marketing on Amazon. I would have to learn PPC. I would really have to get
PPC is pay per click, just so in case you were wondering.
Get in the weeds on listing optimization and all the things that brands want. And again, it's possible. I could do it if I wanted to, but after 8 years, I'm interested in other things and I've chosen to take my capital and my time and invest it elsewhere. Now, with that said, over the last 8 years, I've generated a ton of internal assets specific to my Amazon business. I'm talking about hundreds, if not thousands of products that I've sourced, all my suppliers, purchase orders. I just have a treasure trove of internal data, not to mention, no exaggeration, thousands of hours of internal call recordings with my team over the years. So what I've decided to do is I've taken
Smart.
all of my internal resources and bundled it into one vault that I'm going to be selling as I walk away from this business. Because again, it took me 8 years to generate all of this information and to build this database. So why would I not monetize it if I'm going to be stepping away from the business entirely? So here's my offer to you. And this is going to be for sale for you guys to buy basically all of my internal proprietary information. And this is what you're going to get. So I'm
What is this turning into right now?
including every ASIN my team has sourced over the last 6 years of being in wholesale, which is a 3,838 line spreadsheet of every product we've sourced, including the UPC, the SKU, product name, and ASIN. I'm going to be giving away 170 verified distributors. Now, these are distributors that I can confirm buy directly from the brand. They're safe to work with. They are authorized distributors. You're also going to get 480 wholesale seller storefront links. So these are going to be links directly to the storefronts of 480 sellers that my team has verified are wholesale sellers. So these are literally the easiest, lowest hanging fruit storefront stalking leads you could ever find. I'm including 20 plus hours of VA sourcing training. Some of these videos are me training my team on how to source in English, and other videos are my team, Griselda specifically, training the rest of my team on how to source in Tagalog, which is the native language of the Philippines. So you're going to get some great training videos for you as the business owner, and you're also going to get some great
Damn, man. Even when they walk away from the business, they got to try to sell you something, bro. Come on, man. I want to hear why you're quitting Amazon.
training videos for your team specifically. I'm also including 12 supplier cold call conversations. So these are 12 long form, unedited, real life conversations that
This is why resellers shouldn't be fucking YouTubers, bro. Boring. You have nothing on your back wall. You have a $400 mic with a fucking bookshelf with baby wipes, it looks like, on the back. Like you're wearing a gray, you're talking in a monotone, trying to sell me something. You have no accolades on your back wall, bro. Get to the fucking point. I'm watching this video because it says I'm quitting Amazon. So why are you quitting Amazon, bro?
I've had with either brands or distributors. And what that will allow you to do is literally just take what I say and copy it. Copy and paste the transcript, copy and paste the script, use it as your own. And last but not least, probably the most valuable component of the entire bundle is I'm including every single purchase order I've ever placed since 2019, which includes the full supplier information and the exact products purchased, including the SKUs, the part numbers, the ASIN, and the UPC, and a product description. So you're going to get all of that in this bundle. And I'm going to put a link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, it's going to be in the show notes. Now, if you choose to buy today or within the first week of this video airing, it's going to be at a lower price. So a week after this video comes out, that price is going to go up. And again, this is my way of saying, hey, I'm transitioning to other things. I'm taking the money that I made and I'm investing it elsewhere. And I am making all of my internal resources for sale. And let's think about it, right? If you take even the smallest amount of action on this bundle, you're going to get a massive ROI. It's physically impossible to not make money with this list of products that I'm selling to you here today. Now, with that said, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, what's happening with my current brand direct deals? What's happening with the wholesale network? And when it comes to my current brand direct deals, I have essentially handed those off to Kaj Robinson, a guy who many of you know and probably like a lot. He's a great guy. And we've entered into more of a royalty arrangement. So I've handed off those deals to him. For every unit that he sells, I get a...
Who gives a fuck, bro? You are not that prominent right now. Oh, God, why did I watch this fucking video? Now I have to finish it because I'm committed.
Kickback. So that way I'm still able to monetize some of these brand direct relationships that, I mean, the main one that I handed off to him took me 5.5 years to land, right? So I still wanted to be able to monetize that relationship because I put so much work into it. Now, when it comes to the wholesale network, I have sold my ownership interest to Jonah Hodges. Now, for those of you inside the network, I'm sure you've noticed Jonah taking a much more active role over the last few months. And him and Kaj both, right, are incredibly well equipped to take that community to the next level. Now, I could have easily stayed at the helm of that community and continued to sell community and continue to sell coaching as someone who's no.
How the fuck do you have 3.4 thousand views on this, bro? I want to know what your retention is on that. I want to know what your percentage of the video viewed of this fucking was.
Longer active in the business, but I knew in my heart that wasn't the right thing to do.
Matter of fact, I'm giving this a fucking thumbs down because that's how fucking boring this video is right now. I was expecting, I don't know what the fuck I was expecting, but that's what happens when you watch another reseller. They start tooting. I'm already committed though.
Jonah and Kaj are still.
We got 2 minutes left. We can get through it.
Actively growing this business. They're in the weeds. They're crushing it, and they are much better equipped to take that community 100 times farther than I ever could at this point. God. Now, for all of you that have watched me on YouTube or followed me on Twitter, listened to the podcast, or tuned in any way, shape, or form over the last 2.5, almost 3 years now, I want you to know how much I appreciate your support, how much I appreciate every comment, every like, every retweet, everything that you guys do. I see them all. I see all the comments. I see all the DMs, and I appreciate it. I don't take.
Well, let's see. What do you have for comments here? You have a lot of comments? All right, you have a lot of comments. See? Okay. All right. At least he has a lot of comments.
It lightly, right? When I started back in January of 2023 putting out content, thanks to the help of Miles and Garrett, I never would have.
The buy box bandits. The buy box bandits.
Thought that I'd be in this position today. And reflecting on the last 8 years.
I'm just fucking. Someone's gonna fucking tell them I just did that, and it's just I like those guys. I just like fucking with them, bro. They're too easy to make fun of. They're just, you know what I mean? They're pushovers, bro.
Years of learning Amazon, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've learned the fundamentals of business. I've learned finances. I've learned team. I've learned leadership. I've learned cash flow. I've learned all the soft skills of business.
Bro, yo, Vinny, he does. He looks like a Mark Zuckerberg from like a Temu Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
And now, at least in my opinion, it's time to take that money that I made, those skills that I've acquired, and apply them to other things that I'm interested in. It's really that simple. So for all of you that have supported this far, I appreciate you. I don't take it lightly, your attention and your questions and your DMs and all of that. So I do appreciate it. What's next for me? I've got a lot of interests, mainly in real estate and AI. Those are two areas that I'm extremely interested in. Now, I'm not saying that I'm just going to hard transition to some like real estate guru or anything like that, but just
AKA you're going to translate into a real estate guru. That's exactly what that means.
Know that most of my content going forward is not going to be Amazon focused. It's going to be focused on some of these other topics. So if you're,
I mean, kudos to that, right? I give you kudos to that, but what's the point of this fucking video, bro? Like what was it that made you quit Amazon? What was the point? I'm quitting Amazon, but like I feel like we're missing so much information.
Into that type of thing, or if you like my journey or you like me, follow along because I'm not going to stop putting out content.
I can't listen to it anymore, bro. All right, bro. You're quitting Amazon. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares, bro? 10 minutes of that. I'll never get my life back for watching that. That shit put me to sleep, bro. All those, I should have read the comments. They probably don't know what the fuck he's talking about either.
Let's get money, motherfucker.